tuned in to BS with Joe, the podcast where common sense still makes sense. We break down the news, the culture, and the crazy. One blunt conversation at a time. Buckle up. This is going to be good. So, today we're going to talk about the Florida Turnpike tragedy.
Yes. You guys are probably aware of the illegal immigrant that was driving a tractor trailer on the turnpike and tried to do an illegal U-turn on the turnpike, which you can't even make a U-turn on the turnpike unless you're instructed by emergency vehicles.
That Simon was never going to be able to make that turn anyway.
No.
If you've seen the video, he's halfway across, and it's obvious that the trailer would have hit the guardrail. There's no way he would have made it.
His trailer was like a wall.
Yeah, it wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, and everybody on the turnpike, they're traveling at close to the speed limit's 70 miles an hour.
Right.
And if you're going 70 miles an hour and you all of a sudden see a truck do a 90-degree turn in seconds, you do not have time to stop. That van was going into that trailer. There was no
He's probably doing
stopping
80
it.
miles an hour.
Yeah. And if he even tried to slow down or tried to stop, he was probably going to go down to maybe 50. And the impact at 50 miles an hour into a trailer like that.
I've seen the video. He didn't even have time to react.
Yeah. It's a tragedy.
Yeah. So, but the story doesn't stop there. It actually stretches into immigration policy, state licensing issues, and now even the White House.
Yeah, and it's something that's been talked about amongst truckers online and other sources on social media that illegal drivers are not following the rules of the road. They're not paying attention to signs, and tragedy has been striking. There's been several videos on social media if you ever look. And also if you look at a couple of years ago in Colorado, there was a truck driver who didn't choose the right gear going downhill and ignored all of the signs that said emergency off-ramp if you lose your brakes.
Or even the 6% grade coming up.
Yeah, and that's because he couldn't read English or speak English. So he didn't know what to do in the situation when he lost his brakes. So he plowed into 10 cars, killing several people.
It stopped him.
Yep.
So basically, here's what happened. Early morning, Friday, Florida Turnpike, a semi attempted a U-turn across the grassy median. He didn't make it. Car slams it. No, minivan slams into the trailer. 3 people dead. You hear that and you think, bad judgment, tragic accident, but the details, that's where it gets jaw-dropping.
Yes. So what are some of the details?
Licensing failure.
Licensing failure. Yeah, because do you have those graphs?
I do. He was not supposed to even be licensed anyway.
Yeah, he it's that very first one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so you have to apply for your CDL. You have to pass a written exam. You have to take a skills road test.
Right.
And then your English proficiency. And that's very simple for anyone who speaks English or understands English. What they do is they give you road signs. What's this road sign? What's this say? What's this say? And you have to be able to understand it and communicate that proficiently.
It's 12 road signs. You just have to say what they mean.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And this guy couldn't pass that.
He got 2 out of the 12 correct
Yes.
in the post-crash investigation.
So, and he's been here for a while.
Yeah.
And so he obviously...
He was scheduled to be deported in, 2020?
2020. Well, actually, I think, it was in 2020. He was scheduled to be deported. And in 2020, it was stopped. And all of a sudden, he's now a CDL driver.
So the other problem is he was licensed with a CDL in 2 separate states.
In Washington and California.
And not only that, he was pulled over not that long ago in New Mexico and given a speeding ticket.
But they didn't check him on his proficiency in English.
And they're supposed to. So that's another failure. So and then there's the immigration angle.
Yeah.
He's an illegal alien. He was supposed to be deported 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Supposed to have been deported out of this country, but now he was driving a truck. And how long has he been driving a truck? We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm sure they're investigating that, and it's probably going to be out there information for people shortly. But that still is no excuse to do what he did on the turnpike.
It's not just an accident. This is failure from the top down.
Yes. and that's the thing. We have to start going back to rule of law. Without rule of law, nothing matters. You might as well go out and commit crimes and steal whatever you want.
That kind of brings up DOT Secretary Sean P. Duffy issued a statement condemning the licensing loopholes. And Trump himself weighed in saying, I quote, "The tragedy is proof our borders and our safety standards must be enforced, not ignored."
It's even rule of law.
It is. It has been.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got federal voices blaming the state and the state saying we're following procedure. Meanwhile, families are burying their loved ones.
Yeah.
So, but let's step back for a second. Trucking itself is already under massive strain.
It has been. It's been under massive strain for decades.
Right.
And a lot of it is part of the wages, the competition in it. It's hard for American truck driver to compete anymore with all the illegals driving trucks, even people who are legal, who are immigrants who are driving trucks. Because I'm sure we have H-1B visa holders that have been trucking in their country for years, over here trucking in our country.
And they'll work for less money.
And they'll work for a lot less money.
Yeah.
And now you have owner-operators having to pay insurance fees that's going up astronomically because of all these accidents.
So, human error dominates truck crashes.
Oh yeah, 72% of truck or commercial vehicle accidents are due to human error.
Yep.
And that's not just for illegals. It's also for anyone who's driving trucking nowadays. I saw a video where a woman was driving a commercial vehicle, not even a hand on the steering wheel, both hands on her device, texting, doing something, and she ran into a vehicle that was parked on the side of a road.
And here's a bar graph showing the industry pressure versus safety risks. From 2010 to 2024, you can see it's skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's just a ramp up.
So,
There's a little dip in 2020, but that was due to COVID. And also with COVID, there was a lot of demand for trucking. And so that's where a lot of Americans were like, all right, let's pull up our bootstraps. And I think the American truckers were part of the reason why it was dipping. Now, it's just speculation.
it could be. I don't know.
But we don't know.
So 3 people are gone because every checkpoint, immigration, licensing, enforcement, failed. And that's a part nobody wants to say out loud.
No.
So, but we need accountability.
Absolutely. We have to enforce the rule of law. That's all
Federal,
there is to it.
state, industry.
And I hope the FBI or the DOT or whoever investigates how these individuals got these CDLs.
They are. FMCSA and DOT are both going through the company. I forget the name of Westclock or something like that. The name of the company he worked for, out of Sacramento.
Well, not only that, but the company that supposedly gave him his training to get his CDL.
Right, that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, with that, do you have anything more to add, Joe?
I do not.
All right. So please like, share, subscribe. We'll cut more BS. So, leave a comment, please. It's the only way we could help get this. Sharing is the only way we could help get this channel to grow. But also, we want to have better content. So please leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing on the show, what you want to see, what you want us to improve on, and how we're doing.
Please. Awesome sauce.
All right, let me check that. I heard it click.
Yay.
So
I heard the remote click.